Hello, everybody. This is Carin Jane Casey, and I'm on the new podcast, Moments with Carin. This is where I share bits and pieces of past and present moments of my life or things that I've learned from other sources. The goal is always for us to find lessons, helpful information, and to increase our joy in our lives. Well, today's episode is expressing gratitude. But before we get into it, I want to mention last week's episode, Blessed to Bless, where I encouraged us to get together in reaching out to those in our community who may be lonely or in need of something, to share the love of God with them, spend quality time with them. And in doing that, everyone involved will be blessed. So I had mentioned that we had organized an outreach for several nice ladies at a local assisted living facility. We have now accomplished that outreach, and it was a great success. Many women from 2 different churches and other organizations participated by supplying their time, donating goods, items that we had asked from them, such as maybe several items that the ladies would need, but also for some items that they might want, like small perfumes. Something that women would want and need. While there, we assured that the atmosphere was filled with love and joy. Well, how did the ladies respond to all this? They were ecstatic. They were happy. They were excited. They felt loved by God and by us. There were smiles on their faces the entire time that we were there. And that was awesome for us as well. I share this because I encourage you to look around your own community to see if there is a need. Can you organize an outreach? It doesn't have to be a huge one. It could be small. It could be everyone will be loved and blessed in it. Well, here's the rest of that story. Toward the end of the event, I asked each of us to share what we're grateful to the Lord for. And each woman gave details of their gratitude for their lives, every breath they take. On a serious note, several ladies noted thankfulness for Jesus, who suffered on the cross for their sins and defeated death so we can enjoy eternal life. They were thankful for our visiting with them, for their gifts, for the time we spent with them. They were thankful to have a roof over their heads, even at this facility, for each other and for the staff who cared for them. What impressed me the most was that not a single person had any complaints at all. They had nothing negative to say, not even to speak about their obvious aches and pains and health issues and what they might lack. That is gratitude. I actually looked up on the internet the definition for gratitude, and it's this: the quality of being thankful, readiness to show appreciation for and to return kindness. Synonyms might be thankfulness, appreciation, recognition, credit, and respect. Well, the biblical definition of gratitude says that gratitude is a necessity that will ensure our survival, blessings, humility, and growth. It is gratitude that allows us to thoroughly and truly see and understand our fellow man. In the act and attitude of gratitude, it is the act and attitude of gratitude that allows us to show one another appreciation. Well, how do we express this gratitude? We tell ourselves, we can tell other people, and we can tell the Lord, like in prayer or songs of rejoicing, how grateful we are, our appreciation, and we can spell it out, what it is exactly that we're thankful for. or we can say it generally. This could be expressed regarding and within any aspect of our lives. We can express in small ways. Just simply say, thank you. We can present a person at work a certificate of recognition for a specific task that was done well. Or we can express it in really big ways. Actually, the multitude of ways that we can express our gratitude is only bound by the limits of our own imagination. About a year ago, I heard someone speak at an event on making a gratitude journal where we would purposely think about what we were grateful for each day, preferably each morning, always trying not to be repetitive with what we had already listed previously. And then, of course, we had a record of it in that journal. We could go back to it and look at it. I had done this for a while, but as time passed by, my efforts to continue my journal had fallen by the wayside. But with this experience, with these awesome women, these sweet ladies, my interest has been rejuvenated. I think I'll start working on that journal again. There are several internet sites that encourage the act of being thankful, of being grateful, to show appreciation for what we have. Certainly, this concept is encouraged throughout the scriptures as well. We submit and obey the Lord with thanksgiving for everything that He has given us and everything that He's brought us through. The act of gratitude is a weapon that can be used in spiritual warfare. When the enemy is after us, the adversary is after us, we can rejoice in the Lord and chase the enemy away. We are to rejoice always. I have spoken at length about rejoicing in the Lord in my podcast, Abundant Living with Carin, in the recent episode that's titled Rejoice Always. I hope you will enjoy watching and listening to that episode. But here, I'd like to talk about some reasons or benefits that we might enjoy because we are expressing our gratitude. Having an attitude of gratitude. Some of the benefits are obvious and others not so much. Let's begin with our emotions. I have an example. Maybe you already know that I'm a survivor, an overcomer, and a domestic violence advocate because of the domestic violence in my life. There was a period of time when my life was emotionally painful and hard. Getting over abuse I had experienced. I remember one particular work day while I whined and complained to another coworker during lunch. I'm sure they enjoyed that. Getting back into one of my frequent pity parties at that time. And so as I whined and carried on, my friend listened for a while. And then when I finally gave him an opportunity to respond, he calmly said, it seems like you're just not thankful enough. Well, at first I reacted badly to that. How dare he say that to me? But really, wasn't that exactly what I needed to hear? The Lord had brought me through and out of a terrible pit, but I was behaving as if I was still in it. Where was my gratitude for what He brought me from? I tested this, and it's true. We cannot have a pity party and be filled with gratitude at the same time. It's not possible. When we allow our emotions to go toward gratitude, we naturally feel better, happier. We're relaxed instead of nervous and busy and confused. We will be more able to remember the good things that we've experienced, not just the bad. Our emotional outlook is up, with hope for the day, for the future, instead of down, depressed, and feeling hopeless. How about on our job, in our career, or our social aspect of life? Won't people more likely want to be around us when we are grateful and positive? We will be able to think or concentrate more clearly with an improved interest in our business. We set the environment for gaining friendships and improving upon relationships that we already have. What about our health? Everything ultimately affects our health. When we're fearful, stressed, anxious, angry, worried, bitter, or depressed, those are all negative things. That negative aspect affects every aspect of our health. We don't sleep well. We tend not to eat properly. We feel drained of energy, and we can easily get sick. Stress affects us in a multitude of ways, negative ways. I know that while I was an adult in the deepest pit of domestic violence, I was fearful and anxious every day for about 2 years. It affected me in many ways, and I know that you can imagine what health issues that may be. But what surprised me was this. Before the toxic environment, I had good, healthy teeth. After getting out of that toxic environment, I suffered from severe periodontal disease. I had to contend with that, and I nearly lost my teeth. Thank God that didn't happen. I am tremendously grateful for what the Lord has brought me through, for what He has brought me out of, and I'm thankful for the peaceful, happy, and healthy environment that I'm in now. And I'm thankful for my healthy teeth. And our personality. Can we see any changes there? The more grateful we are, the less material things and favors from others we will feel that we need to make us feel good about ourselves. We become more confident. We have grounding to grow our self-esteem. We can anticipate and dream and look forward to positive outcomes, expecting a happier future. And when we're grateful, we don't feel that need to concentrate on ourselves, to obsess over what we don't have compared to this person or that person. Just like we cannot be grateful at the same time we have a pity party, we cannot have that entitlement, self-centered attitude at the same time that we have the attitude of gratitude. They are opposite attitudes. When grateful, we're satisfied with what we have. We can be optimistic about the future, and we are more apt to want to share our happy moments with others. We see a world that is bigger than ourselves, with an attitude to help others come to that same point that we are at, filled with gratitude and happiness. And we're able to enjoy life better and share it better. Well, I hope you enjoyed this episode on Moments with Carin. This is Carin Jane Casey, author, speaker, domestic violence advocate, and ambassador for Christ. Moments with Carin is available every Wednesday morning at 7, where we explore past and present moments to find lessons, entertainment, and joy in life. We want to enrich our lives. You may be aware I have 2 faith-based podcasts that are also available on stormtalk365radio.com. Turn to God with Carin is on Monday mornings at 6:30, essentially about overcoming challenges in life, and Abundant Living with Carin Tuesday mornings at 7, where we share the good news of Jesus and biblical principles. The platform for this podcast, Moments with Carin, is Spreaker.com. You can simply Google the name of the podcast, as with the other ones, and you can see the listing of the various episodes available for your listening pleasure. You can also go to Carin Jane Casey on YouTube. This episode title is Expressing Gratitude. So when you place that title on YouTube, the video should come up. If you go there, could you please subscribe to my channel? And you can get more videos that way. My website is www.carinjanecasey.com. I try to be consistent. It's CarinJaneCasey.com. JAYNECASEY. I would love to have any suggestions or feedback you might have to offer. And also on my website, you can find out more about my books. My Dear Rosa Jean, my first novel, is very suspenseful, dramatic, and it's about overcoming and healing. Mystery at Candace Bay is a page-turner, entertaining and encouraging. Granny Babysits the Mischievous Five. That's a fun children's chapter book, great for children and for grown-ups. My books are available at Amazon.com, Kindle, and Barnes & Noble Nook. Well, thank you and have a blessed week.